Well, hello, my beautiful friends. Welcome in. I am super happy that you are here with me. Happy Tuesday. I am excited to spend a few minutes or a little more than a few minutes with you guys today. Whether you are catching this live right now or you're watching on the replay, today really is about slowing things down, checking in, and kind of talking honestly about what wellness actually looks like, but in real life. Because I know that in the supplement world, wellness, supplements, health supplements, holistic lifestyle, it can feel overwhelming. I totally get it. I have definitely been there. And, so often wellness feels dizzying. Like, how do I do it all at once? You don't have to. One simple step at a time is what I like to suggest to people. So there are so many supplements out there, so many opinions, right? Especially, and just a lot of pressure to do everything perfectly. So today is not about perfection in any way. It is very much about understanding that targeted support can gently help your body to do what it's already designed to do. It will help it feel more balanced, more supported, and definitely more resilient. So that is what today is about. We are chatting through some of NutraHarmony's most loved wellness staples. And I'm going to go over some deals with you all, recommended usage, and what they have done for me personally. Um, you know, these products that support everyday health, for instance, like stress balance, like digestion, like mineral support, better brain health, immune health, and hormonal support. So nothing extreme, nothing trendy, just solid foundational wellness. No frills, no huge marketing, campaigns, just honest, real life supplements that work for your body, never working against your body. No weird stuff, no fillers, no things that, nothing in there that shouldn't be in there, right? That is important to me as a customer and a consumer. And as always, this live stream is meant to be educational, okay? Never ever intending for it to be a replacement for medical advice. Everyone's body is different, my friends. And the goal here is to help you learn what questions to ask yourself and what kind of support might fit into your lifestyle. So please always remember to consult your doctor before beginning any new health supplement, any part of your daily regime that changes. That's always a safe practice to keep. Now, before we jump into the individual supplements, I want to talk about why foundational support matters so much, okay? Many people look for one product to fix everything. They want better energy, they want less brain fog, they want better mood, they want better digestion, but the body doesn't work that way, okay? Your nervous system, for instance, your digestive system, your hormones, your immune system, these are all constantly communicating with one another. So when one area is unsupported, does it make sense that it really can create kind of a ripple effect everywhere else? So you might have no issues in 3 out of the 4 systems in your body, but that one system that remains unsupported, like for instance, if you have high cortisol levels because of a very demanding job or high stress in your life, that in and of itself will deplete especially your mineral reserves quicker than just about anything. So that can create, of course, a significant ripple effect. That's why taking one supplement that, claims that it will support everything and do the job for every system in your body, that's a stretch to believe that, in my opinion. That's why wellness often improves when we focus on just the basics, like the root causes: minerals, digestion, stress balance, nutrient absorption, right? Those are, for me personally, those are the top 4. And that's what I want to go over today. So this really is where supplements can be incredibly helpful, but not as replacements for healthy habits, of course, but they work better as tools. That your body can keep up with, meaning the demands of modern life. So we want to provide your body support and tools for keeping up with everything that we have to do on a daily basis. And I know you guys are with me when sometimes it feels overwhelming, very, very taxing. So speaking of that, I do want to, first of all, start with apple cider vinegar capsules. I'm excited about these, my friends. The apple cider vinegar capsules are currently 10% off, but I'm going to share my screen with you and I'm going to show you that you can actually save an additional 10% off, possibly up to 15% off, which is crazy. So let me go ahead and share my screen with you. I'm going to show you how you can do that because I don't want you guys to miss on any deals. So right now, the apple cider vinegar capsules, and I'm going to get into exactly what they do, but first I want to go over the benefits. So 10% off, or the price, I'm sorry, 10% off. That makes them $13.40. That's just a brand promotion that is automatically applied to the price. But if you will look right here, and I've already clicked redeem, right here, all you're going to say, you're probably going to see click to redeem. You just click it, you're going to save another 10% off. That makes this, month supply of apple cider vinegar capsules $12 and something. I just added it to my cart and I tried. So you're basically going to get a total of 20% off, 10% that's already brand applied, and then another, if you just don't forget to click that claim deal or the redeem, click that, save another 10%. If you want to go even further and you want to grab a few other items that we're going to be talking about today, where it says up to 15% off if you qualify, all you have to do is click on shop items. It's going to bring up like a whole host of products that you can choose from. We're going to be talking about, of course, right now we're talking about the apple cider vinegar. We're going to be talking about the mullein extract. We're going to be talking about, let's see some more, the vitamin D3K2, the capsules and the drops. There's the mullein in capsule form. You guys, there are a ton of products to choose from. D3K2, one of my absolute favorites in the drop form. All you have to do is add, see where it says, let's see, right up here, 10%. So another 10% off if you have 3 items in your cart, or another 15% off if you choose 4 items. All you have to do is start adding them to your cart, and that, it will deduct that, that discount at the time of checkout. So please do not miss out on any of those amazing deals. Again, don't forget to click on that, save additional 10%. And that is at least the products that I'm highlighting in today's live stream, that is applicable to every single one of them. I've got 40 items in my product carousel, so I didn't actually check every single one of them. I did check every one of them that we're going to be talking about today. And you can save that additional 10% off. And then of course you've got the option of saving up to 15% off additionally if you choose 3 or 4 items. So just keep that in mind. Now, what I'm going to do is go over what does apple cider vinegar do. I'm sure that you guys have tried it at least once, and if you've tried it once, that's probably the only time that you've ever tried it, because to take apple cider vinegar, like little apple cider vinegar shots, whew, that is rough in my opinion. Oh my goodness. And I have tried to do that for years. Like I'm talking 15 plus years. I can manage it a couple days in a row, and then I start dreading it. That stuff burns the minute that you put it to your lips, burns all the way down. I can feel that burning in my belly. It is rough. What a better way to get the benefits of apple cider vinegar than to take them in capsule form, okay? These are, of course, as I mentioned, on an incredibly good price. They're on sale, but only for a limited time. So think of these little apple cider vinegar capsules, like a concentrated shot of all the good stuff in liquid apple cider vinegar. Let me pull that product up again. I want to make sure that I get all of the good information for you guys. Let's see. We've got a little bit of technical something going on here. Let me just get that straightened out. There we go. Okay, so we are talking about the apple cider vinegar. Now, ACV capsules are a very, very popular and really super convenient, super easy way to, of course, help your tummy feel a little better. It's great for digestion. It's great for keeping that metabolism happy and supported, and just generally boosting your gut comfort and health. So people have used apple cider vinegar like for centuries. This stuff has been around for a long, long time because, it really does try to crank up those digestive enzymes. But by getting those enzymes in shape, okay, ACV might help your body break down and process food more efficiently as well. So that means that you absorb nutrients better. You might not feel so bloated or uncomfortable after a meal, but the real star of the show is often considered to be, and I can never pronounce it, it's acetic acid. So it's a certain kind of acid that some people believe that's really helpful in supporting and managing blood sugar levels and how your body handles fat. So that's always a plus, right? Adding ACV capsules to your daily routine could not be more simple. So forget, measuring them out, measuring the apple cider vinegar out. Forget that harsh tasting apple cider vinegar liquid, mixing it with water. Nobody does that easily. I don't know of anyone who does that easily, takes that stuff, because it is rough. Capsules are quick, they're tasteless, they give you the perfect size dose every single time. That, to me, that sheer convenience makes them a perfect example of a very easy peasy supplement, that you can slide right into your everyday life, making it really simple to be proactive about your long-term health, especially your metabolism health, your gut health. Okay, now, next up, let me just make sure I went over all of the good stuff for you guys. Let me just pull up a few of these images. Okay, so you do 2 capsules a day, as you can see. You're gonna get a full 1,500 milligram. It's a 10-to-1 extract. Raw apple cider vinegar, that's important. It has the mother in there. Let's see. Great for supporting weight loss, great for supporting a boost in your energy, metabolism wellness, digestion, comfort support. I'm sure that you guys have all heard by now the incredible benefits of apple cider vinegar. So this is an extra strength type of formula, clean, natural, no weird fillers, anything like that. All right, my friends, let's go ahead and move right along. What are we going to talk about next? So next we've got the magnesium glycinate. All right, and I've highlighted that on the product carousel. Let me jump out of this and get this other product pulled up really quick. This is a fantastic price. $18.89, really, really awesome price, my friends. Let me share this with you. There we go. Okay, so this also has taurine and glycine in it, which is incredible. So, so many of us have an issue with sleeping, right? Please consider this. This is pretty neat stuff. So magnesium, as we know, is involved in literally hundreds of processes within the body. Now, magnesium glycinate is a highly absorbable form that's especially gentle on your stomach and very well tolerated typically. Now, magnesium plays a huge role in muscle relaxation. You probably already know that, but also nervous system regulation. And that is huge in the area of managing stress and sleep. All right, it helps that stress response in a pretty big way. So a lot of people do not realize that stress actually depletes magnesium, okay, in a big way, like quicker than just about any other mineral in your body. So the more stressed that you are, the more magnesium that you're going to burn through. And the less we have available to support better calm and better relaxation throughout the day and into the evening and into the night while you sleep. So magnesium glycinate is often chosen for its incredible calming properties. So it supports relaxation without causing grogginess. It's not at all a sedative. It doesn't work that way. Makes it a really popular choice for evening routines for a lot of people. So people often use it to support better sleep, muscle comfort, relaxed muscles, and just a more relaxed nervous system overall. I was not aware of the importance of supporting our nervous system until, I reached about 40. I'm 46. I turned 46 in August, and that has been a new focus of mine because I feel like it's a little more difficult to multitask. I used to be like multitask at like nobody's business. I could handle a whole lot of things all at one time, and wouldn't even flinch. Now it's like my nervous system is feeling my age, I guess you could say. So this is a great supplement, because it supports so many systems at once, from muscles to mood, sleep quality. But my favorite is that it supports our nervous system. Now, in addition to magnesium glycinate, NutraHarmony magnesium formulas are designed. We have many different magnesium formulas, but they are all designed to help support your overall mineral balance. So magnesium is essential. It is paramount for energy production. It is incredibly vital for muscle contraction and relaxation, better heart rhythm, nerve signaling. That's a big one. So when magnesium levels are adequate, all right, many people start to notice improvements in just physical tension. They start to notice better mental stress management, and just overall better balance. So this makes magnesium a staple, absolute staple for anyone focused on long-term wellness. Now, if you are someone who deals with tension and stress or physical fatigue, honestly, this might be a winner for you. Magnesium support can really be a very important piece of the puzzle. So now I want to switch over and talk about L-theanine. All right, so we've got that in capsule form. This is also, and let me go ahead and switch a few things around here, get that product pulled up. There we go. All right, and I also want to remind you, my friends, that, again, please do not miss out. Go ahead and click on that redeem 10%. You're gonna get 10% off of that already low price of $19.89. And then if you shop other items right here, if you shop 3 items, put those in your cart, you're gonna get another 10% off. If you have 4 items that you purchase, you're gonna get another 15% off. So that is an incredible deal. We've also got this in multiple different sizes. We've got it in 240 count, 180, 120. So let's go ahead and get started on why L-theanine is, I'm about to knock over all my stuff, why it is so important. Specifically the 400 milligram strength, okay? L-theanine is an amino acid that is commonly associated with supporting calmer focus. So it helps promote relaxation, but completely without sedation, all right? It's not at all sedative. Everybody thinks that when, for instance, like GABA and L-theanine and magnesium, they think, well, that's gonna make me groggy. It doesn't work like that. It helps your nervous system and muscle relaxation. So you get to experience better support in the areas of muscle tension and nervous system support. Now, this, of course, makes it ideal for a lot of people who want to feel calmer, but still very mentally clear and focused and on point. I don't know about you guys, but I love a calm focus where sometimes if I get overstimulated, I get working on many tasks at a time, I get hyper-focused, I get wired, and then I have that wired but tired feeling that follows. That is never any fun. L-theanine works by supporting alpha brainwave activity, which really is and has been for a long time associated with a more relaxed but still alert mental state. Many people use it during the day to support stress management. If you have a very demanding job, a high stress job, if you travel a lot, a lot of people take it for those reasons earlier in the day. Or some people, they do really well with taking it in the evening right around dinner time just to help unwind without feeling sleepy too early, because it's not going to happen. It's just going to help relax your muscles and support your nervous system. This really is a wonderful option for people who experience muscle tension. It really is. Also, anyone that experiences those racing thoughts when they lay down to go to sleep, that is most definitely me. Actually, I fall asleep really, really quickly, but for instance, if I've had too much caffeine throughout the day, or if I'm worrying about something, even if I'm excited about something, those racing thoughts wake me up and boom, I'm like wide awake. So L-theanine has been known to support that, and also stress-related focus issues as well. So it pairs beautifully with the magnesium that we just went over for additional nervous system support. And digestive health plays a huge role in overall wellness, okay? Especially for women. So I do want to talk about the probiotics. Probiotics for women specifically, they are very much designed to support gut health, immune balance, digestive comfort, all the things. So let me switch back to that and we will discuss that. I really have been impressed with these. First of all, the price is incredible. So let me go ahead and share that with you. 7% off right now, my friends. But if you click, all you have to do is click on this redeem. You get another 10% off. So you actually get those. If you click on redeem 10%, you get it for 17% off. That's going to put that under like 10 bucks. That's incredible. That is such a fantastic deal. So let's go over why I am loving these 30 capsules, full month supply. All right, let's get into it. Now, the gut is so deeply connected to our immune health and even mood regulation. Did you know that 70% of our immune system is controlled by the gut? So when you hear the saying, happy gut, happy life, Healthy gut, healthy body. Our gut is our second brain. This is all deeply and very strongly connected. Our gut is connected to our immune health, and our gut is very deeply connected to our mental health. So a balanced gut, like the microbiomes within the gut, it really does help to support nutrient absorption. If you do not have a healthy gut, you are not absorbing the nutrients that you are taking in. And we, I feel like with modern society, the way it is, the way that our food is made, even the food that, I try to eat healthy and try to get my fruits and veggies and lean protein in. Even the fruits and veggies that are grown in the soil is so depleted in our minerals that, that's even lacking. So we really do need to support our gut. A balanced gut microbiome will really improve so many areas and support so many areas throughout your body. It basically supports better nutrient absorption, better immune signaling, and digestive regularity. So many people notice that when their digestion improves, so does their energy and their overall sense of well-being. I'm going to pop a cough drop in my mouth here just for a second. I'm getting like a dry throat. Sorry, I don't mean to eat on live stream, but I don't want to cough. I'm going to get through this. I don't want to cough my head off. Sorry, guys. Okay, now, specifically for us women-specific products often focus on strands that support not just digestion, but also urinary health, which is a really important part of holistic wellness. So saffron is one of the most studied ingredients, and I'm moving on. Saffron is one of the most studied natural ingredients for mood support. Let me go ahead and back out of this, and I'll pull up the saffron for all of you friends today while I put the rest of the cough drop in my mouth. You guys, this is a 3-month supply. Let me show you. Look at this. Saffron extract, 3-month supply. You're getting it 13% off. Then, if you click on this 10% redeem coupon, you're getting it another 10% off. So you're basically getting these 23% off. So this $17.49 price will go down 10% once you've clicked on this. That's an incredible deal. 3 months supply. Now, a lot of people are like, what in the world does saffron even do? I know that you can cook with it, right? Yes, but again, it's one of the most studied ingredients, natural ingredients for better mood support. And NutraHarmony's natural saffron supplement is very much designed to support better emotional balance, positivity, overall mental well-being. Saffron has been researched for a long time now. Okay, it plays a huge role in supporting those serotonin levels, the serotonin activity, which really can start to influence our mood and our emotional resilience in a pretty big way. You have to give it some consistent usage though to really start to see the difference and feel the difference. Many people incorporate saffron as part of a wellness routine when they're focused on stress, better stress management, and then better emotional balance, just better overall mental clarity. This really is such a beautiful option for those looking for a very gentle and plant-based mood support. I think you guys are really going to love it. Now, I do want to go ahead and move on to, this is honestly one of my favorites because this time of year, and I just highlighted the vitamin D3K2. This time of year, my friends, it's a struggle to get that vitamin D supported and revved up in our body because the days are shorter. We get a significant less amount of sunlight. We're about 15 minutes off the coast of North Carolina. We live close to the beach. So we are a sunshine kind of people. I'm used to the sunshine where it is warm, pleasantly warm, and then it switches to miserably humid. But it is warm for about 9 to 10 months out of the year consistently. Right now we are in a cold phase that, oh my gosh, we all think we're freezing to death here in the South. We took the dog for a walk yesterday, and literally my face and my fingers were the only thing that was exposed to the sun because we cannot absorb sunlight through clothes. Okay, you have to expose your skin in order to absorb that amazing sunlight. And the recommended daily amount of sunlight exposure is 30 minutes a day. So I typically try to get that. But I mean, again, the only thing that was exposed was my face because I had my hood pulled up, and I mean, I was totally covered, and the tips of my fingers because I had gloves on and I was walking my dog. So that's the only amount of sunlight that my body got that day. This is where vitamin D3 paired with K2 can be so incredible. And I'm sorry, I'm forgetting to show you guys the actual products. We actually have this D3K2 in capsule form as well, but my all-time favorite is the drop form. The liquid form, I love anything that is liquid form. I really, really do. Here's the reason. I'll show you how easy this is. I actually got my cup of coffee right here. You can pop these in any drink. You can put these directly under your tongue, take them in a sublingual kind of way. I love the convenience of them. You can pop these in just about, well, really not just about, absolutely anything. Your water, your juice. This is a great way to sneak that vitamin D3K2 in your kid's favorite fruit juice. So the recommended daily use is 1 milliliter a day. That's a half dropper full. All right, you've got your 1 milliliter mark. You literally, oh, I should have opened my coffee first. I mean, I like to just pop them right under my tongue because that's the easiest way. But you can, I mean, I'm going to put it in my coffee right now. Like, it is that easy. And there's really such a mild taste that it doesn't change the taste of whatever you put it in. Now, actually, I made it quite refreshing, if you ask me. Now, the vitamin D3 paired with K2. This is a very powerful combination, my friends, okay? Vitamin D supports immune health, all right? Mood balance, bone strength, while vitamin K2 helps guide that calcium to the bones where it belongs. A lot of companies, they just say, here's some vitamin D3. They forget about the K2. You have to have the K2 in there in order to kind of direct that calcium to where it's needed. Now, many people are very deficient in vitamin D, especially those who spend a lot of time indoors. If you work in an office, if you work from home and you're at your desk for many hours during the day, you really need to think about supporting healthy vitamin D levels. And it really is essential for our immune function and overall wellness. So this particular combination is especially important for long-term bone and even cardiovascular support. That's a big one too. Just a reminder, friends, wellness is personal, right? I want you to just take a second. If you're just joining us, welcome. Thanks so much for being here. I want you to take a second and think about which areas you really want to support first. Do you want to focus on stress? Do you want to focus on gut health and better digestion? Do you want to focus on immune strength? So let me know in the chat. Let me know who you are and where you're joining us from, and let me know what your main focus is and what you would like to, what you're considering trying. Now, that being said, I just talked about the vitamin D3 K2. Love, love, absolute love. Can't say enough good things about this product. And because it is in liquid form, it is easier for the body to absorb. It kind of bypasses the digestive tract, at least in the way of, because you don't have to wait on the capsule to break down. This just, boom, drops right into your system. So I absolutely love it. And I have never taken a vitamin D3 K2 in liquid form, and I will never go back. I'll never go back to capsules. Capsules are fine, but I take many capsules, in the day, and I get pill fatigue. Sometimes I'm like, I can't swallow another capsule. This is where this stuff will shine. We have many other liquid formats. I'm about to tell you about the lion's mane, another one of my all-time favorites. I'm going to tell you why. But the drops, I've kind of gotten in the habit of, I take the vitamin D3 K2, I take the lion's mane, I take the biotin collagen, and I take the B12, all in liquid drop form. And I make a little morning tonic, like just with either some lemon water or orange juice, whatever I'm in the mood for, about 3 ounces. I'll put all my drops in there at once, and then I'll just chug it. So I have all of my liquid, immune, gut, mental clarity, all of those supporting products in one little tonic, and it's one and done. I've taken my stuff for the day. Okay, so I next want to talk about the organic lion's mane extract, and we also have these in the capsule form. I have both of those in the product carousel. The capsule form of the lion's mane is further down in the product carousel. No, I'm sorry. It's right here. So easy to find. Now, I do want to talk quickly about the lion's mane drops, okay? Well, first, let me tell you what lion's mane is. Lion's mane is a well-known, have been used for centuries. It's a functional mushroom, and it's used to support cognitive health, focus, mental clarity. This stuff is incredible. NutraHarmony lion's mane drops, they offer a very convenient liquid option for that daily brain support. Now, lion's mane specifically, let me put this back. Lion's mane has been long studied for its role in supporting nerve growth factors, which are important, super important for our brain health. So a lot of people use it to support memory, to support better focus, that sharp, clear, calm focus, and mental sharpness. This is a really, really popular choice for anyone looking to support long-term brain wellness in a very natural way. So again, you got the lion's mane drops. These are also, all you have to do is click on the product. You'll see that 10% off redeemable or clickable coupon, as well as the lion's mane capsules. Both are same format, same product, just different format. This one is 100% my pick just because I love anything in liquid form. You really cannot go wrong with these products. Lion's mane, I've been taking for years and years on and off. And when you take it consistently, that's when you really start to see a difference. So I love taking these with me if I know I'm going to be out running errands and stuff and just have a really busy day. I'll pop these in my purse and I'll pop some under my tongue just to get that extra boost of mental support when I need it most. I use that quite a bit during the Christmas crazy. That's what I call it, the Christmas craziness. That was like my BFF. I needed all the mental support that I could get. Now, let's quickly talk about, let me show you real quick. There is a pretty awesome bundle that is, you've got your lymphatic drops and your turmeric capsules. So I wanted to put that bundle in there because that's a pretty awesome bundle for you guys to just take advantage of. But I do want to switch to the mullein, okay? Mullein extract drops, again, in liquid format. Now, mullein, I was not super familiar with until recently. Mullein has traditionally been used to support respiratory health and lung comfort, okay? So we have the really extra large bottle here. We've got that in a smaller bottle as well. We've also got that in the capsule format. Now, when it comes to the NutraHarmony mullein, it's a lung, kind of a detox, if you will. It's often used during seasonal changes or when a lot of those environmental stressors can affect breathing comfort. This product goes in and just supports the body's natural kind of cleansing process and really helps to promote respiratory ease. It is such a thoughtful addition to anyone that's focused on their overall holistic wellness. I know a ton of people swear by this stuff. Let me pull up the product page really quickly, and I want to make sure that you guys don't miss out on any of the deals. So you've got of course you can grab a really significant coupon if you put it on subscribe and save, but you're going to see up to 15% off if you qualify. They're 9% off right now. If you choose 3 items, you get 10% off. If you choose 4 items, you get 15% off. So this stuff is pretty amazing. Let me pull up the image here. There we go. USDA organic formula, bioavailable form. So in my opinion, anything that is bioavailable, that's like my favorite. That's where it shines for me. I want to take, so when I say bioavailability, that means that your body can absorb it on a cellular level. You are actually receiving and absorbing those nutrients in a much better way than things that are synthetically made, that are not bioavailable to our body. Let me make sure I tell you all the good stuff. Mullein leaf extract cleanses lungs, detox support, licorice for bronchial support, and astragalus, immune and respiratory support at its finest. Non-GMO, no weird ingredients, dye-free, gluten-free, soy-free, all the things that you want in a product. And again, you can put this directly in, your water, your juice, your coffee, whatever, you can put it directly under your tongue. That is rapid absorption. Anything that you take in a sublingual kind of way is most definitely rapid absorption. So that's my favorite way to take things, especially if I'm, in a little bit of a hurry. I'll just pop them right under my tongue. The recommended daily use is 1 milliliter for the Mullen drops, okay? And again, we do have that in, let's see, 3 different options. The 2 ounce, which is the smaller version of what I have. The 4 ounce, this is the 4 ounce. The 4 ounce is, I think, is it a 60-day supply or a 3-month supply? I think it's a 3-month supply. And then you can get a 2-pack of the 4 ounce, which is an incredible deal. So, all right, let me go ahead and switch back really quick to, what were we talking about? What do we have next? Okay. Let's see, thyroid support. This is a big one, okay? And thyroid plays a key role in just about every system in our body, especially in the area of metabolism, better energy levels, hormone balance. Our thyroid is our hormone regulator. It is our internal thermometer, all right? It definitely, significantly is connected to our energy levels. So NutraHarmony thyroid support capsules are very much designed to provide nutrients that support healthy thyroid function. We need a healthy thyroid. We really, really need a healthy thyroid, my friends, to function optimally. It's super important. Now, let me see if I can back this up. No. There we go. I don't know what's wrong with my screen. I can't scroll it down at all. That's all right. There we go. So now if you, let me say this. When the thyroid is supported, oh my goodness, everything starts to improve. A lot of people notice improvements in their energy first, okay? They notice an improvement in their temperature regulation. They notice an improvement in their overall just vitality, okay? Just overall wellness. They just feel more balanced. Now, this is very much a foundational support option, especially if you're looking into long-term metabolic wellness. You've got selenium, zinc, iodine, L-tyrosine, thyroid support at its best. So absolutely love it. Now, if you are just joining us, you are right on time, my friends. I'm going to go ahead and switch to a recipe slideshow. These are just very easy, quick little tonics that you can make with many of the drops that I've talked about. And feel free to get a screenshot of these recipes. Just when you do, crop me out of it. Nobody needs my face on their camera roll. While you guys are grabbing those, I'm going to take another drink of coffee. Now, if you are just joining us, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. You are right on time. Today has been all about learning how just small, consistent wellness choices can really add up to big changes over time. So if you've been listening for a while, you've probably noticed a theme, right? Wellness isn't about chasing quick fixes in any way. It's about supporting the body in ways that really feel more sustainable and realistic and achievable. Because nobody needs a long list of supplements or tasks related to supplements to remember each day. That's when you fall off the wagon, so to speak. Now that we've talked about many of these individual products, let's spend some time kind of connecting the dots, okay? Because supplements, they don't work in isolation. I mean, some do. I feel like they work as part of a system, all right? So you might be asking, how do supplements work together in real life? All the things that you've just talked about. Okay, let me tell you. One of the most common questions that people always have is, which supplements can I take together? Because I know it can be overwhelming to really, when you start looking at all of the options, right? The good news is, my friends, that many of these products actually complement one another beautifully. For example, the magnesium glycinate and the L-theanine are often used together. Magnesium glycinate, and then the L-theanine is right beside it, okay? Often used together to support better nervous system balance. Magnesium helps the body to relax, both physically and mentally, while L-theanine supports specifically that mental calm. So together, paired together, they really do help to create a sense of ease and relaxation, both physically and mentally, but completely without sedation. So always keep that in mind. Now, the probiotics, okay, for women, the probiotics pair beautifully with the apple cider vinegar capsules. We'll switch to that on the product carousel. That's on an amazing sale right now. Apple cider vinegar capsules with the probiotics, both of these support digestion. They support better nutrient absorption, and they support better gut balance. And as I mentioned at the beginning of the live stream, 70% of our immune system resides in our gut. So it is really important to keep our gut health as a priority. When your digestion improves, the body is much more capable of using the nutrients that you take in every day and putting them to good use, all right? Now, the vitamin D3 and K2, let me switch to that. Another one of my favorites. This works synergistically with magnesium, okay? As magnesium is required to kind of activate vitamin D in the body. This is a really great example of why foundational minerals matter so much. Now, another helpful way to think about supplements is by dividing them into like daytime and evening support, all right? So during the day, many people focus on clarity, better focus, better energy, right? We all want, those are like the top three: mental clarity, better focus, better energy. This is where the lion's mane drops, L-theanine, thyroid support capsules, and the saffron really can be complementary to those goals. Now, they all four support mental clarity, stress resilience, emotional balance, and better metabolic function. Now, in the evening, the focus often shifts for many people to relaxation, they start to think about better digestion. Magnesium glycinate, all right, let me highlight that again. Magnesium does so much, my friends. Magnesium glycinate supports, or any kind of magnesium, but paired with the probiotic, it can help, kind of create a calming routine that signals to the body that it's time to wind down. So really, there's no one size fits all schedule, okay? But thinking in terms of supporting the body's natural rhythms can be incredibly helpful. So let's talk honestly for a moment, and then I have to wrap things up. Yeah, so I've got about 10 more minutes, if that. Let's talk about stress really quickly, all right? Stress is, we all have it, okay? But it's not just mental, it's also physical. It affects digestion, it affects sleep, it affects immune health, it affects hormones, like the list goes on and on and on. It even affects how well the supplements that you take in work. This is also where saffron and L-theanine really stand out. So saffron supports emotional balance, as I mentioned earlier in the live stream. Saffron also supports mood stability, while, sorry, I'm eating the remainder of my cough drop. Let me grab a drink real quick. L-theanine will help with supporting a calmer nervous system. But all of that happens without making you feel sleepy or foggy. When stress is better managed, we all know, just everything is better, right? Many people notice improvements just across the board. Better digestion, better sleep, better focus. Supporting emotional wellness is not a luxury, my friends. It should be a foundation. Please consider it a foundation. Now, immune wellness is another area where consistency really, really matters, especially during, this time of year. And that's why I want to recap that vitamin D3, K2 supports your immune signaling in a huge way. And then, paired with the probiotics, for instance, that will help maintain gut immune communication, which is a very, very real connection. Mullein also, if you're looking at respiratory health, that will definitely, and let me flip to that really quickly, if I can find it here. Where's my mullein? There we go. So mullein lung detox drops, they support better respiratory comfort, especially during seasonal changes or environmental stress when there's a ton of allergies going around, just yucky stuff in the air. Your body just really appreciates that extra support in the area of respiratory health. Now, supporting the immune system isn't about doing just one thing, okay? especially like you don't want to do just one thing once. This is not something you can take once a week and think, okay, I'm good. It's about giving your body steady, reliable support over time, every single day on a daily, consistent basis. Now, very quickly, going over the thyroid health again. Our thyroid plays such a central and critical role in how energized and balanced we feel. Thyroid support is huge. And we have the thyroid support capsules to help you out with that. They provide nutrients that support healthy metabolic function. When metabolism is supported, people notice improvements in their energy. They notice improvements in their focus and even temperature regulation. So thyroid health is huge. It interacts with stress and digestion, which is also why pairing thyroid support with like the magnesium or the probiotics the probiotics can be especially helpful. Now, one of the most important things that I want to emphasize today, my friends, is that wellness is not about doing everything at once. It is about listening to your body. It is about noticing patterns and making adjustments gently. Supplements are meant to be tools. They are not supposed to be a replacement. Okay, you have to still have a healthy lifestyle. That helps tremendously, right? They work best when it's paired with adequate rest, with adequate hydration, with movement. Get out there and move your body, and patience. Progress often shows up subtly at first. So you might notice better sleep, steadier energy, fewer digestive issues, a calmer mood. Even those small wins, those matter, and those add up to a much bigger purpose, all right? So before I recap really quickly, I want to just share some questions that have come in very, very quickly with you guys. The first question is, I'm new to supplements. Where should I start if I don't want to take too many things at once? I get it. It's overwhelming, right? That's such a great question. And honestly, starting simple is it's the best approach. I usually recommend beginning with 1 or 2 foundational supports, like for instance, the magnesium and the D3K2. For instance, these will support so many systems in the body, okay, that many people notice benefits pretty quickly with those two. Once you feel comfortable and consistent, you can always add in a targeted support based on how your body responds. For instance, like the thyroid support or the Mullen drops or the lion's mane drops. But honestly, all the products that I highlighted today, you can take them all together. They work synergistically together, so no worry in that area. This person asked, can I take magnesium and L-theanine together? Yeah, absolutely. Those two actually pair really well together, in fact. So magnesium supports, again, physical relaxation and nervous system balance, while L-theanine helps kind of calm the mind without making you feel sleepy or foggy, if that makes sense. A lot of people use them together in the evening to help unwind, especially if stress or those racing thoughts that keep you up at night, if that's an issue. Number 3, and I am almost out of time. How long does it usually take to notice results from supplements? Well, I mean, that is a huge question, and I don't have a singular answer for you. It really does depend on the supplement, and it depends on the individual. But in general, consistency matters more than speed, all right? Some people notice subtle changes just within a week or 2, like feeling calmer, or they might notice sleeping better. Other benefits, especially those related to better digestion, mood, overall balance, they may take a few weeks to start to really show up. But supplements are all about supporting long-term wellness, never intended on being an instant fix. So be patient and be consistent. Now, question number 4, do probiotics really make a difference if I already eat pretty well? We get this question a lot, and yes, they still absolutely can, because even with a healthy diet, stress, travel, medications, environmental factors, these can all affect our gut balance. So probiotics just help to give that area of gut health a boost. It helps to support that beneficial bacteria within your gut. That plays a huge role in digestion, in immune health, even your mood. Many people are quite surprised by how much better they start to feel overall when their gut is supported and when their gut is resilient and healthy. Now, one more question about I got 2 more questions, I'm sorry. Why is vitamin D3 paired with K2 instead of taken alone? Great question. And really, it It's an important question too, okay? And I'm super glad that we got this question in. Vitamin D helps the body absorb calcium. It is very much needed. And with vitamin K2, that helps guide the calcium to the bones where it belongs. So taking them together in one beautiful combination, liquid format, okay, it really can help to support bone, immune, and cardiovascular health more effectively than just taking vitamin D alone. It's a great example of how nutrients work best as a team in many, many cases. Okay, my last question, I have just enough time. Can I take these supplements long term? Absolutely, and I hope that you do. Many people use these foundational supplements, like for instance, and that's what we're going over today, Wellness 101, the foundational support supplements. So magnesium, vitamin D, probiotics, stress support nutrients as a part of their ongoing wellness routine. The key is listening to your body. So using whatever products that you choose consistently and adjusting them if needed, because wellness is not about doing everything forever, right? It's about supporting your body through different seasons of life. So many people have been on these things, some of these supplements for years, and then all of a sudden comes a new season. So they replace one supplement with another. And that's okay too. Everything works synergistically together. Now, really quick for a recap, just in case you are just jumping on. Today we have talked about digestion, and I'm going to, for the last few minutes, I'm going to switch to my little recipe slideshow so you guys can grab a few screenshots of the recipes. These are mostly the liquid format in little tonics that I've made. It's a fun way to take your liquid format support supplements. And here's the thing, anytime that you can make something that's beautiful and that's tasty, what happens? That provides your brain intention. Anytime you have intention surrounding a new habit that you're trying to create, those neuropathways in your brain start to form rapidly versus like taking a lot longer to create that new habit. All right. So consider making a few of these little refreshers or these tonics or these immune support smoothies. I think that you, number one, most of the time they are delicious. They're easy, and it's a fun way to incorporate the new products in a very supportive way. And it will definitely help you start to create that habit on a cognitive level a lot quicker. Now, just again, to recap very quickly, we've talked about digestion. We've talked about stress balance. We've talked about mood support, immune health, and I'm missing one, brain function. Oh, also respiratory support. So each of these areas heavily influences others, right? Which really is why a holistic overall approach makes such a difference. And NutraHarmony products are designed to support these systems gently and effectively, making them very, very easy to integrate into everyday life. So as we wrap up today's Wellness 101, I want to thank you all so much for spending this time with me. Taking even an hour to learn about your own health is an act of self-care, and it matters more than we often realize. Wellness is not about being perfect, my friends. It never has been. We have been fooled into thinking that, okay? It's about being present. It's about choosing to support yourself in ways that feel realistic and sustainable, all right? Whether you start with the magnesium, the probiotics, the vitamin D3, K2, or just one product that resonates with you, that choice matters. Stay consistent with it. Your body is always communicating with you, my friend. Supporting it with the right nutrients is just one way of saying, I'm listening, all right? And that's important. So thank you all so much for being here. Thank you for showing up and prioritizing your own health. If you've enjoyed today's live stream, please hit that follow button. You can also sign up for live notifications. That will give you just a quiet notification on your device or an email that tells you that NutraHarmony has went live again. We've always got different products that we're going over. So again, thank you all so much for being here and taking another step towards your own wellness journey. I will see you on the next one. I will be on here Thursday at 12 o'clock. I'm actually getting ready to travel, and I'm going to show you the exact products that I never ever leave home without. So please don't miss that. Sign up for those live notifications, hit the follow button, and I will see you guys on the next one. Take care, my friends. Bye-bye.